How to be a fruitarian. We've got a fruitarian diet, body fat check. Oh, still lean. Whew. Still lean after 20-something years of... Oh, my belly's so full. I mean, smashing all these papayas. Absolutely about to explode my belly. Jackfruit, sitting on a jackfruit tree here in far north Queensland. And on a friend's farm. Clinton runs this joint. Clinton, gem of the earth. Absolutely created a bit of a paradise here. Amazing place. Amazing place. Tip of the hat to Clint and Durianrider.com. Fruitarian diet. How to do a fruitarian diet. Now let's be honest straight away. Most people get to a fruitarian diet from some sort of eating disorder. That's just reality. Right? Most people today who in the raw food world, etc., got some eating disorder past or still current in that. And that's okay-ish, but we got to see it from how it is. Just like that jackfruit there, isn't right. Expecting that jackfruit to be ripe today, disappointment. Expecting that a lot of your raw food gurus or authors or etc. over the years don't have eating disorders when they clearly do, you're taking their advice, you're going to end up somewhere bad or worse off than you really want to be. So that's why I do recommend always, if your goal is a lean, fit, healthy physique and mind, always eat unlimited sweet fruit calories. Unlimited, as much as you desire. Well, I'm starting to tap out in these papaya. They're really good. But I'm like, oof. My brain's going, oh man, I'm done. I'm just like, tapping out. But I'll wait another couple of hours and I'll come back and fish them off. Okay? Every day, every meal for the last 20 years, whether I'm eating fruit, white rice, sugar drinks, low-fat, vegan foods, I always eat as much carbohydrate as I want. Why? Because I love being lean. I love being able to sleep really deep. I love having that mental clarity I get every morning when I wake up and I'm like, bam, I'm sharp. I feel great because I have deep sleep. If you don't eat unlimited carbohydrate, what does unlimited mean? As much as you want. Not as much as you can until you stomach rupture and you need stitches. I mean, like as much as you can. It's like the sun. Get as much sun as you can. That's enthusiastic, but you'll burn yourself. If you eat as much fruit as you can, you could probably rupture your stomach. I don't know. You'd probably vomit if you did beforehand. But I'm just saying, as much as you want. Oh, that's different to unlimited. No, it's not. No, it's not. As much as you want. Right? As much as you want. If you're still craving the fruit, if you're still craving the rice, if you're still craving the sugar, the sweets, get it in. Oh, I'm craving the fats. Well, you're craving the fats. We know that eating as much fat as you want generally will lead to candida issues, insulin resistance, or feeling like bleh afterwards. Or next day, your legs feel dead on the bike, or your dong don't work as good because your blood flow is restricted because you've got so much fatty acids in your bloodstream now. So with fat, generally if you're craving, oh man, I've got to have fat. This is avocado orchard as well. And these are the best avocados in the world I've ever had. Maybe there's better, maybe there's not. But Clint's avocados are the best in the world that I've ever had. And I've had a lot of avocados over the years. These avocados are so good, I hardly can eat any avocado outside this joint. But even though they're so good here, I've only had maybe 4 in the last 5-6 weeks I've been here. Right? Because I know the avocado's great. It tastes good on a couple, bit on bread, a little bit of salt, a bit of lemon. Woo! Popping, baby. On the rice, even just as a little avocado mono-meal. But I find eating as much avocados as I want, I don't feel as good, right, as eating much carbohydrate as I want. And so I have avocado here and there, but I know it won't take me to where I want to be, feeling-wise, nutrition-wise, etc. And avocados, they're amazing fruit in that they don't ripen until you pick them. Right? When they're big enough, you pick them, and then they take a few weeks to ripen. So avocado in nature, very, 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 very hard to get in terms of ripe. Unlike a papaya, where it's like screaming out, hey, I'm yellow, I'm ready, or jackfruit. You walk past this jackfruit tree and it's got ripe jackfruit. You can smell the jackfruit. Avocados, they're so camouflaged, and you got to wait before you can eat them. at least a week to 2 weeks off the tree. That's pretty amazing. Nature's saying something. So and that's another reason why I haven't had many avocados, because you've got to wait a week before they're ready to eat. Pick them off the tree, and then you've got to wait about a week, depending on the season. So it's nature's telling us something. So that's why a lot of raw foodists make a huge mistake, eating too many nuts, too many avocados, and feeling absolute stodge. Nuts in nature, very, very hard to get. Coconut, woo. Try opening a coconut with your bare hands, or even a tool. It's a lot of work, and your hands get really, you ever notice your hands get really dried out from the coconut husk? So Mother Nature's saying, you can eat it, and there's an emergency, but too many, we're going to really damage the skin in your hands, just dry you. Open up a coconut with your hands, obviously you're going to need a bit of a tool, but the husk, it's got these acids in there, whatever, it just dries your skin out in your hands. So a little bit here and there is fine, but fruit, carbohydrate is definitely going to be your staple. Rice stores so well, boom. Now, a lot of people go, blah, 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 and I'm like, well, okay, man. You'll never, ever, look, go to jump on the raw food Facebook groups and look at how many people are overweight. And I'm not here to body shame, but I know 100% that these raw food people would love to be as slim as me or the women in my life over the years that I train up or keep at and slim them down or keep them where they're at or maybe put them up a bit. I know they'd love to be that level, but they never ever will get there or stay there because they still have this carbs are bad mentality, right? Fruit's okay, but not too much fruit, and only eat when you're hungry, and they wonder why their thyroid levels are so high, the TSH, and the T3, T4, dropping through the floor. So, most raw food people out there have eating disorder. Easy to prove by saying, hey, sprinkle some sugar on your fruit. No, wouldn't do that. It's sugar. It's vegan. It's from a grass, Well, you wouldn't put it on your fruit. There's sugar in the fruit. You know what I mean? There's water in here. There's vitamin C in here. There's, there's sugar in here. So if we sprinkled a bit of water on top, I can't eat that. It's no longer raw. You got eating disorder. Well, I can't eat that. That sugar's not raw. It's sugar, man. Sugar's sugar. So if you want to test if someone got eating disorder, I say this lightheartedly, but also sincerely, just ask what their thoughts are on sugar. And if they're fearing sugar, if they wouldn't eat, you know what I mean? Like how is that not orthorexia? How is that not an eating disorder? You'd eat fruit, but you wouldn't eat sugar. Or you drink sugarcane juice, but you wouldn't eat sugar from the sugar cane. That's absolutely idiotic and orthorexic. And proving of that is Fred Patnard did that to me in 2009. He's like, man, you drink sugarcane juice, but you won't have sugar. That sounds pretty stupid. And I'm like, but it's not raw. But he's got a freaking point. You know, raw. Like, what does that even mean? It's raw food is an eating disorder people hide behind. Oh, I can't eat that because it's not raw. That gives them That gives them a chance or a choice to eat less. Well, that doesn't fit my criteria for food because it's not raw, so I'm going to go without. And then you notice these people, they never eat as much fruit as they want. They're always a bit like, that, you know. Or do a crap ton of exercise or whatever. And that's okay, you know. It's better than eating McDonald's and fatty foods and smoking cigarettes by far. Obviously, no one doubts that. But I'm just here to help. Wow, the spider's crazy. I'm here to help the noobs out there, or even the long-termers who are chasing their tail and wondering why they don't have the performance they could have. You know, I know a lot of raw fooders out there over the years. I'm thinking, man, I could definitely enhance your performance naturally if we made some small modifications to your current vegan diet. But they wouldn't do that because they're not about performance as much as they are about an eating disorder. And that is sad, and no one else talks about that, but I've been around a lot, and I'm just going to say it as it is, because I'm here to help people. I'm not here to say, oh, hey, I'm right, you're wrong. I'm here genuinely to help people. I love seeing people enhance their physical or mental performance. I don't know why, I just do. I really get off on that. And I just enjoy helping people. So there you go. So you might see someone out there who's, doing such and such and doing all right, and I'm like, man, I guarantee you, I could increase their life quality if they did some of my protocols, which I have in my ebooks, etc. Sounds a bit salesy, but it's true. And and that's how that's why I don't eat 100% raw food diet. Because I'm like, I want performance. I want better. I want to feel better, even better. And so that's why I started adding back in the rice and the sugar and the potatoes and the cooked corn and all low fat. Low fat. That's just where it's at. So there you go. Just do that, people. If you won't add sugar to your fruit, that's an eating disorder. It is, man. You're gonna feel amazing. You're gonna feel absolutely amazing if you add sugar, as much sugar as you want, to your watermelon. You've got your breakfast melon there. Sprinkle some sugar up. A teaspoon, tablespoon, pour it on as much as you want. If a teaspoon's, oh my God, that's just too much. Oh, too much sweet. Okay, all you need is a teaspoon. If you're like teaspoon doesn't touch the sides, add a tablespoon. Add more, as much as your body craves, man. And you'll be your family or your husband or your wife will be like, who are you? Holy heck! You're an updated version. I like that. Your mood's going to be up. Everything's going to be up. When you get enough carbohydrate, boom, everything's going to be up. And or down. Things get pulled down or pulled up. It's just life's just meant to be a better way every day. So that's what I can say. Fruitarian diet, man. I've seen some people fail. I've seen people go to the guy the other day coming into the farm, just come out of a mental institution. He escaped from it. He's got a warrant for his arrest. Trying to do a Dr. Sebi diet. Fruitarian. Total space cadet. And I felt sad for the guy. 25, in the prime of his life. Absolute talking gibberish. And offered him some sugar. And he got in his car and drove away. Maybe 10 minutes later. He just, man, that's, if you want to, it's like, you introduce sugar to someone, it's like, they will run from you. They will run from you. If they have an eating disorder. It's crazy. But it's sad. But again, you can't help people who don't want to be helped. So there you go, gang. Try it out and write me in the comments how much better you feel. Okay? You're going to feel incredible. You don't have to add the rice if you don't want to, but just add the sugar in. Add the sugar to the fruit that should be there. This papaya is pretty damn good. It's not as good as it would be if it's on the tree, because then it will have full sugar, ideally. But but it's good enough that I don't need to add sugar to it. But again, never go to bed hungry, wanting more sugar. Always have your feel. Always have your feel for sugar for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. If you want the best life, if you want to be your leanest self, have energy, feel great, and not be a victim of constant cravings, fighting the cravings all the time. Oh, rah, rah, rah. Have it, man. Enjoy it. Keep it low fat, keep it vegan. Love life.